For every loved TikToker, there is also one that is hated by everyone. Starting with notorious TikTok faker Tics and Roses.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
These clips showcasing Emerald's Tourette's immediately gained attention, leading to intrigue from viewers unfamiliar with the syndrome.
Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so for me, there's quite a few factors that go into if I'm going to have a good tick day or a bad tick day.
Encouraged by the support, Emerald doubled down on the content and even started selling merch. As Emerald gained prominence, though, so did the doubts. Aren't ticks the same? Like, hers are so different each time. Following this rising suspicion, Tourette's creators like Daps dug deeper.
If this were happening to me and like I were having such severe tics while trying to package something, I would not be happy like she is. I would be pissed the fuck off.
This sparked a wave of investigation, leading to the creation of r/Tics and Roses, where users started compiling evidence, including videos from Emerald's Yarn business channel.
I had never learned to knit or crochet or anything before that because I never had anyone that could teach me.
54 minutes. 3 seconds of Tics and Roses live stream from Yarn Company. Not one tick. This has to set the record straight. In response, Emerald scrambled to their defense by sharing a medical diagnosis.
So I wanted to show a little bit of my last outpatient consultation.
But this only made matters worse. 27-year-old, very pleasant lady is not how a doctor writes in a PCR. Now, while this had already dented Emerald's credibility, Emerald would be dealt another blow when a family member stepped forward with the truth. I don't believe Emerald has Tourette's syndrome, and they never showed any symptoms as a child. I don't agree with what they've done. It's incredibly disrespectful to fake a mental illness. After this expose, the internet crucified Emerald, forcing them to delete the Tics and Roses account. They never issued a public apology, though, further staining their already tarnished reputation. But while Emerald shamelessly chased online clout through lies, Tony Zhu has become everyone's favorite TikToker by just being his unfiltered self.
Hello.
Goodbye. Anyways, if you want to start a business with a budget, make sure you go to the Source Factory.
This guy is so good that he doesn't pay attention. Attention pays him. This love from the community didn't start right away, however, as 3 years ago when he joined a company called LC Sign, his sales videos rarely had any impact.
I'll show you an LCD TV. Have you seen the slim of this one? This is an advertising light box.
Nevertheless, Tony remained committed. Slowly, he began developing his own style, taking inspiration from famous stand-up comedians.
One of my favorite, he's Russell Peters. And he's doing a lot of accents in his show. So I'm like, one day, I just think, hey, maybe I could do some accents in the video.
Soon his skits, whether in an Indian accent,
It is not easy, just like making an LED sign like this.
Mexican,
And recommend the most suitable style for you,
or even Donald Trump's voice,
China, China, China. Get your LED sign with factory price in China.
resulting in steady business success.
We made a growth from 5 to 10% in total. And to me, that's actually pretty good.
His charisma even caught the attention of Western creators like iShowSpeed.
Tony Tone, oh my God. So this free? Are you what? So like what? Are you charging me?
Yeah. After we reach. Yeah. It's kidding. It's on the house. On the house.
On the house?
Yeah, for you, man.
Thank you, Tony, my boy.
Following this interaction with one of the biggest streamers, the global media started to cover him as well, and he was even hailed as a marketing genius, making Tony's stock reach new heights. But while this success also came with some backlash for bullying minorities with his content, Tony clapped back in his classic fashion.
You're bullying somebody, I don't really care. But if someday, like, somebody tell me, Tony, this is boring, this is not funny, then I'm offended. I would probably care, So the whole point, I think, is about creating interesting contents.
Then, you're bullying the minorities. Tony, exactly. I love this guy. This idea has been used by Tony to poke fun at many controversial TikTokers, including infamous rage baiter Lilly Tino.
I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened.
Yeah, I was called sir.
The satisfying downfall began at a cheesecake factory in 2023 when Lilly uploaded a confrontation with a woman seemingly harassing them.
Boy, right? Don't fuck with me, because honestly, I did hard.
I'd like to see you try.
Even though the video initially earned Lilly waves of support, many sharp-eyed viewers noticed something strange. The video was cut, so before he started recording, something else must have happened that made the woman feel the need to say something. Since that moment, Lilly would lean harder into conflict, with the content slowly shifting from food reviews to instances of getting misgendered.
The person who gave me this called me sir. It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
These displays of entitlement started upsetting the community. But instead of stepping back, Lilly took things to a more concerning level when visiting Disneyland.
My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog.
The audacity to talk about their body in public led to disgust from viewers, who felt that Tino was now embarrassing the very people Lilly claimed to represent. The breaking point, however, came in June of 2025 when Lilly captured strangers, including children, without consent in their bathroom selfies. Due to the widespread outrage, Florida authorities opened a criminal investigation into privacy violations, forcing Lilly to respond.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lilly, you can't take selfies in the bathroom, it's not appropriate. So what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy answer here is, oh, Lilly, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard.
But by then, no one was buying it, with even the trans community turning against Lilly. Now grappling with lawsuits and potential jail time, Lilly has gone into the shadows, facing the entire internet's wrath. Unlike Malaysian YouTuber Uncle Roger, real name Nigel Ng, whose intense roasts of celebrity chefs—
"That's enough for 4 people.
1 cup rice for 4 people. Is your whole family just baby bird? Hiya."
have earned him millions of fans. No clue why this guy is in my recommendations, but he's hilarious. This comedic breakout, however, didn't come easy to Nigel. He first started as a stand-up comedian in late 2019.
Can't ask how old you're turning, so how much do you weigh?
But despite his obvious talent, it wasn't long before the coronavirus pandemic put a pause on his dreams. Realizing stand-up couldn't work for him, he pivoted to YouTube, taking inspiration from his background. I started doing an Asian accent, and then with that accent I threw in some attitude to kind of mimic my older generation Asian uncles. And while his first few skits as Uncle Roger received a positive response, it would be the BBC fried rice roast that would change the character's trajectory overnight.
Drain it. Drain. What's she doing? What's she doing? Drain the. Oh my god! You're killing me, woman! Hiya! Drain the.
Instead of being just another reaction video, the clip took a life of its own, quickly racking up millions of views. Encouraged by the support, Nigel made roasting chefs his whole brand, especially British celebrity Jamie Oliver.
And then just give it a spank. But if you smell it, it's also released that incredible...
Why he likes spanking?
But to prove the bit worked beyond easy targets, Nigel even roasted the final boss of cooking.
Taste that broth.
Why taste for what? Shit in water for 2 minutes. Where got taste? You just tasting soy sauce in water. 2 minutes, not long enough for anything. Trust me, Uncle Roger, no?
Following this rise in popularity, Nigel launched his Hiya World Tour in 2022, where he got to relive his stand-up comedy days. The final cherry on top, however, would be his achievement 2 years later.
Today, Uncle Roger attempted the Guinness World Records title of the most fried rice tossed and caught with a ladle in 30 seconds. And I can announce that you achieved 1,240 grams, which is a new Guinness World Records title. Congratulations.
Proving that he could back up his comedy with real culinary skills. From talking ish about people's food to opening a restaurant, Uncle Roger has come a really long way. But while the internet praised the funny foodie for evolving from a viral meme to a global brand, Bop House member Camila Araujo would be shamed for going backwards after dragging minors into her degenerate schemes.
I don't know why you're so set on going to college. Like, just don't, be an entrepreneur like me and be successful that way.
Her drop into controversy began with her breakout moment during Mr. Beast's Squid Games in 2021. But instead of using the newfound fame to build a long-term career, Camila used it to chase instant clout in a different way.
I was running out of ideas. I'm just gonna start no fans.
Following this, she joined the Bop House, where she collaborated with other OF models to produce content. Now, at first, the gamble seemed to pay off, as within 2 months, their group gained more than 3 million followers, only for their rise to take a dark turn when they made this infamous video. Featuring underage influencer Piper Raquel, a move that was upsetting enough to cause one of the members to leave the group.
It is about Piper, because one thing about me is that I'm never gonna do anything associated with a minor.
Her departure didn't change much, as Camila and friends continued uploading content with Piper, only stopping when they saw a 60% drop in their follower growth. But despite this downfall, Camila's degeneracy didn't stop, with her own brother soon becoming a victim.
Just don't, be an entrepreneur like me and be successful that way.
Entrepreneur? You only That's not being an entrepreneur.
Yes, it is. It's a business.
You sell pictures of yourself online.
This vile revelation led to immediate backlash from the internet. Even if it's rage bait, it's not an excuse for this deplorable exploitive behavior on a minor. Camila ignored the criticism, however, continuing to drag her brother into content that funnels attention to her OF. With one controversial move after another, Camila finds herself at the center of negative attention, which couldn't be further from the truth for TikToker Brooke Monk, who has gained over 40 million followers with her wholesome content.
No! No, you did not! Are you serious?
Yes, I did!
Are you serious?
Having built her reputation with relationship reels and funny skits since 2019, Brooke quickly became a beloved figure alongside her boyfriend, Sam. But while her positive brand made her a fan favorite, it also made her a target for some, including Natalie Reynolds.
First comment is, you want to be Brooke Monk so bad. Trust me, I don't want to be her, she wants to be me. She's copying everything I do.
What began as harmless copying quickly took a weird turn, with Natalie first starting to feature pictures of Brooke's boyfriend in her videos. Brooke chose to ignore the attempt, continuing to focus on her own channel without commenting on the situation. Natalie only sank lower though, next making a cardboard cutout of Sam just for the sake of clout. Worse, she would even get his name tattooed on her forehead. Naturally, the internet was horrified. In response, Natalie would try to deny the accusations.
You're copying Brooke. Shut up. I could literally just breathe and somebody's still gonna say I'm copying Brooke. And when I ask how I'm copying her, people always have the dumbest reasons why.
Despite Natalie's attempts to seek attention, Brooke refused to publicly acknowledge her copycat's antics. But while Brooke was admired for her perseverance and continues making wholesome content with her partner, TikTok couple Amelist, real names Ems and Akeem, have come under fire for serving inappropriate content to their underage audience.
What's one thing you haven't done together yet but would love to try?
Can you different?
Be? Not sure.
I'm just answering the question.
On the surface, the two portrayed themselves as the perfect social media couple, often flexing luxury cars and expensive gifts. But much of this lifestyle has now been exposed as smoke and mirrors. This expose was first set in motion by internet detectives who wanted to understand how the couple was affording their lavish tastes. It turns out her husband isn't the CEO with 10 cars, he claimed, but just an advertising designer. Someone tracked his LinkedIn to find out which company he currently works for. These investigations uncovered more red flags, including the use of fake money in their TikToks. Worse still, their over-the-top content is mainly aimed at a young audience.
But they obviously target younger audience. By younger audience, I mean minors. Minors who don't even know what is going on in this world and think this is a normal thing for them to be doing. Like they need to get a CEO husband to be successful. This is what you need to get from your CEO.
This same audience is also exposed to the many sexual references in the couple's videos.
Just thank you. Do I get anything special? Like maybe 10 months in it?
Their lust also goes beyond the videos, with Akeem usually leaving explicit comments under his partner's Instagram posts. But when called out, the couple are notorious for getting defensive. This refusal to change their ways has drawn criticism from the internet. It's funny how freaking insecure this Amy Lust is. As a result, Amy Lust are now infamous for manufacturing a fake lifestyle for minors. Unlike Mark Rober, the internet's wholesome engineer, who who built his brand by inspiring kids to learn and explore.
This is the world's first ever actual pool of Jell-O. And while it may look simple, it's actually a very difficult engineering challenge to pull off.
This journey to becoming a lovable, mad scientist began far from TikTok in the labs of NASA, where he spent 7 years helping design a robot that would land on Mars. But while his day job was filled with groundbreaking science, his creative itch pushed him towards another outlet, starting with a Halloween upload that quickly went viral.
That's a cool feeling, to put something out in the world and have people see it and get feedback that, yeah, this is pretty cool.
But instead of quitting his career to jump straight into content, Mark started by balancing the two, a move that worked better than he expected.
I think I'm just gonna do a video every month. I had a senior VP call me into his office just because, like, his kids, he'd seen the videos and he thought it was really interesting and cool, and he wanted to say, like, hey, I like this stuff, you know? And so, like, literally at work, I was getting more opportunities because of the YouTube stuff.
Even though Mark's channel would grow slowly at first, he wasn't discouraged, using it as a playground for his ideas.
I'm sitting in a hot tub filled to the brim with solid sand.
Better still, he'd let his friends' kids play and learn with his experiments, earning him even more admirers. You're the stereotypical cool younger uncle who's almost an older brother in every right way. But it wasn't until December 2018 that Mark truly became an internet legend, when he created a glitter bomb to prank porch burglars.
Basically, I had a package stolen. I gave the footage to the police, and they're like, what do you want us to do, right?
Yeah, right.
So I was like, I'm a mechanical engineer. I spent 7 years working on the freaking Curiosity rover at NASA. If anything's gonna do something about these pumps, it's me! I can do this!
The video hit 50 million views in a week, proving that wholesome science could also go viral. As of 2025, Mark is one of the most beloved names on TikTok and YouTube, averaging millions of views and supporting initiatives like #TeamWater. But while Mark's carefully engineered career has earned him admiration and trust, Felix Cipher, the wannabe Nazi dictator, was mocked and rejected when he claimed to be a notorious World War II figure.
My last life just so happened to be a very infamous one. Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime.
These dangerous delusions first surfaced in 2023 when the TikTokers concerning cosplays turned heads. With side-by-side comparisons of him and his idol going viral, Felix decided to further lean into the role, sharing racist political opinions with viewers, including commentary channel Funky Frogbait, who couldn't hold back her disgust.
It says eugenics could actually optimize our species. Very cool. But hey, you know what? Maybe Felix was just confusing the word eugenics with the name of a delicious meal that his Grammy used to make. You know, when he was hiling with his little baby arm in his cradle, you know?
Worse, Felix even went on to mark Gidon Lev, an actual Holocaust survivor, after the veteran expressed his disappointment. Haha, it's me. Sorry my men had you in the camp, old pal, but I'm back for a reason. Naturally, this led to scathing criticism from Funky.
Imagine, if you will, surviving the horrors that this man did, only to live long enough to watch some twink on the internet with a bad haircut cosplay the mass murderer that hunted you down.
Instead of apologizing, Felix would double down.
Me offing myself was one of the first memories I had from that lifetime. It came to me when I was 5 in my nightmares. You can see right where I shot myself too.
But no one was buying his outlandish claims. I'm guessing Felix got rejected from art school and took it really personally. Unable to continue in the face of intense backlash, Felix would delete his account and slip into the shadows for a while, only to resurface 3 months later with an explanation.
However, I do want to just let people know that my views on myself, my past self, whatever, everything that made me blow up in the first place, that hasn't really changed. I don't really predict it changing, honestly.
Not changing your views is just putting yourself through the same thing. It's idiotic. Someone who did change himself, however, is GeoGuessr expert and TikToker Sambuka, real name Sam Barris, who went from a 9-to-5 job to becoming the internet's favorite challenge seeker.
I'm talking things like literally eating the hottest chicken wing that's ever been created that you have to actually sign a waiver to eat, all the way to elevating myself 200 feet in the air and trying to complete this difficult obstacle course.
Sam is more than just an adrenaline junkie, though, as he spent the first years of his professional life as a Wall Street analyst. After leaving the job in 2021, the aspiring content creator would showcase his hidden talent.
Mauritius has got to be this one. Good. Niger is going to be right here. Greece is going to be here.
Zimbabwe.
Sambuka, you have come a long way from being Chad to Giga Chad. Encouraged by the internet's response, Sam pivoted to GeoGuessr streams while also experimenting with other kinds of challenges, including one in which he donated generously to random streamers.
Oh no, she's dying.
Excuse me! That's amazing! Thank you so much!
Like she could hear me. Hey, I got a gifted sub.
Actual legend, thank you! Oh my god, I'm about to cry.
No, okay, don't cry.
The video not only elevated his popularity, but also drew comparisons to the most subscribed YouTuber right now. As of 2025, Sam continues entertaining his audience by making the most out of life, testing everything from giant rubber ducks to mysterious basements. Sam has a damn good life. Engaged, well-traveled, has been to college, has a dog, has a house. He's living the true American dream, making Sambuka one of the most beloved TikTokers.